happens when a Hollywood A-lister finally decides to spill all the tea on one of music's most powerful figures. Terrence Howard just broke his silence about Diddy, and what he's revealing makes all the industry rumors seem tame by comparison. But the bombshell that has everyone talking, the shocking footage he allegedly has of Young Miami that 50 Cent is now threatening to leak, footage that shows activity so disturbing it could destroy careers overnight. For years, Terrence Howard has hinted that dark forces operate behind Hollywood's glittering facade, but no one expected him to name names. In a recent unfiltered interview, Howard revealed that Diddy repeatedly contacted him under the guise of needing acting coaching. "Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him," Howard explained, detailing how these supposed business meetings quickly took an uncomfortable turn. When Howard arrived expecting to discuss acting techniques, he instead found Diddy just sitting around looking at him with no actual interest in acting lessons. "I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on?" Howard recalled. "He's just looking at me." The pattern continued when Diddy later invited him back to listen to music, creating more situations where Howard felt increasingly uncomfortable with the vibe. The situation became crystal clear when Howard's assistant warned him about Diddy's true intentions. "My assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week." And I was like, "For what?" He's like, "I think he's trying to..." That's when Howard realized what was really happening and shut down all communication immediately. And that's exactly how Howard says countless other men in the industry got trapped, through seemingly innocent invitations that had ulterior motives. Howard didn't stop there. He claimed these weren't isolated incidents. According to him, Diddy allegedly approached numerous men in the industry this way, and many careers were made or broken based on how they responded. "When you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it," Howard stated bluntly, suggesting that those who attended Puffy parties often compromised themselves for career advancement. He specifically mentioned that all the people that went to the Puffy parties were the ones who got punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. This revelation explains Howard's mysterious career trajectory. Despite his undeniable talent, Howard suddenly stepped away from major roles at the height of his fame, a move that puzzled many fans. Now it makes sense. Howard claims he was systematically pushed out of Hollywood because he refused to play by these unwritten rules. When you consider how his role as War Machine in Iron Man was recast without clear explanation, and how his career seemed to hit mysterious roadblocks despite his obvious talent, his claims start to feel less like conspiracy theories and more like whistleblowing. In December 2022, Howard announced his retirement from acting, stunning the entertainment world. While many speculated about financial disputes or difficult on-set behavior, Howard now suggests something far more sinister was at play. He wasn't difficult. He was defiant against what he describes as a systematic attempt to strip away his dignity and masculinity. One particularly troubling pattern Howard identified was the pressure on black male actors to wear dresses in scenes that had nothing to do with the plot. "I don't want to remove few chromosomes to fit in someone's story," Howard stated firmly. "They need to expand their stories to allow men to be men and simultaneously appreciate a woman's beauty." This comment gained new significance when Cat Williams made nearly identical claims on Club Shay Shay earlier this year, describing how he turned down millions for refusing similar requests. After Williams' interview went viral, Howard quickly confirmed these allegations, stating, "My daddy taught me never take vertebrae out your back or the base out your throat. I ain't raising sheep, I raised men." He added that, "Being a man comes with a curse because it's not a society made for men to flourish anymore. Everything is androgynous." Howard's words suggest he believes there's a coordinated effort to undermine traditional masculinity, particularly among black actors who refuse to conform. But the most explosive part of Howard's revelations involves Diddy's former flame, Young Miami. According to inside sources and hints from 50 Cent, Howard allegedly has footage from one of Diddy's infamous gatherings that shows Young Miami in compromising situations, footage that could upend her career if released. These aren't just random accusations. They connect with years of rumors about what really happens at these exclusive industry parties. After Howard's interview gained traction, 50 Cent, Diddy's longtime rival, posted cryptically that he was staying positive and offering no comment. But days later, 50 changed his tune. hinting that he now possessed some of this alleged footage through Terrence Howard. If true, this would represent yet another chapter in 50's decades-long feud with Diddy, and potentially the most damaging one yet. And we all know 50 isn't one to hold back when he has dirt on someone. His entire career has been built on exposing industry secrets. What makes these allegations particularly concerning is that they align with accusations from multiple lawsuits against Diddy. Street rumors have long suggested that Young Miami wasn't just a romantic partner to Diddy, but allegedly played a more active role in his controversial lifestyle. Her possessive behavior became public when she lashed out at another of Diddy's alleged partners, Gina Huyn, in a social media tirade where Miami threatened to make Diddy force Gina into uncomfortable situations, even referring to her as a certified freak who would be on her knees if Miami wanted it. Court filings paint an even more troubling picture. One Jane Doe lawsuit claims that after becoming pregnant with Diddy's child, she was allegedly harassed by Carisha Brownlee, Young Miami's legal name, who repeatedly called pressuring her to terminate the pregnancy. The woman later suffered a miscarriage and cut contact with Diddy's circle for months afterward, suggesting a pattern of intimidation and control that extended beyond Diddy himself to his inner circle. Another lawsuit filed by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones contains even more disturbing allegations. He claims that at one event, Young Miami's cousin allegedly attempted to assault him in a bathroom, and he believes that Mr. Combs sent her in there as part of a coordinated plan. When he rejected these advances, the woman allegedly followed him out of the bathroom and continued her attempts in front of Diddy and his staff. This suggests that Young Miami's connections weren't just peripheral to these activities, but potentially central to how they operated. Beyond these incidents, court documents suggest Young Miami allegedly helped transport substances for Diddy. The filings claim she would bring them whenever he needed it, no matter where he was. One specific incident described Diddy doing substances before a festival in Virginia, with Young Miami allegedly flying in additional supplies that had been forgotten. The lawsuit states she brought it on the jet from Miami after someone else had forgotten to pack it. Perhaps most seriously, the lawsuit characterizes Young Miami as receiving monthly payments via wire transfer for services rendered to Diddy, suggesting a formalized arrangement rather than just a romantic relationship. These payments allegedly came through Robin Greenhill, which the lawsuit describes as part of defendants' ongoing criminal operation. With Howard speaking out and 50 Cent allegedly holding compromising footage, Young Miami finds herself in an increasingly precarious position. 50 Cent has a well-documented history of using social media to systematically dismantle his rivals, and his decades-long grudge against Diddy suggests he won't hesitate to release whatever material he possesses. For Young Miami, who has worked hard to build her career beyond her City Girls fame, these allegations threaten everything she's built. As federal investigations into Diddy's business and personal affairs continue to intensify, these new allegations add another layer to an already complex case. Howard's willingness to break the industry's code of silence signals that the wall of protection around powerful figures may finally be crumbling. The question now isn't if more revelations will come, it's when and how devastating they'll be for everyone involved. For Young Miami, who has worked to establish herself as a media personality and entrepreneur, these allegations threaten everything she's built. Whether she's a victim caught in Diddy's web or played a more active role, as some lawsuits allege, remains to be seen. What we do know is that the entertainment industry's darkest secrets are rapidly coming to light, and when the dust settles, many careers may never recover. In the meantime, we're all left wondering, just how deep does this rabbit hole go? And who else might be implicated before it's all over?